All right, good morning, everyone. It is 8:54 on the morning of November 30th, 2021, and this is my pre-market strategy session. Welcome to the last trading day of the month. Tomorrow is December 2021. Can you believe there's only one more month left in this year? It's amazing how time flies. Okay, so the first thing I have up on watch today is CPIX, and when I pull these things up, Ppsi, Adgi, VIR, so on and so on. CPIX, at first glance, I wasn't too impressed. I mean, if you look at this chart here, here it is after hours. It closed at 225 yesterday, ran up here to $5 and roughly 50 cents in the aftermarket. Then it opened up this morning and was really looking like a dog. I mean, it opened up low this morning, $1 lower than its previous close, previous sessions closed. It was really looking like it was going to kind of leak off and just kind of fall down here. But you can see now it's starting to catch a bid. And when I look at I look at the headlines and look at all the news and everything. I had CPIX last. Actually, that's why it's the last tab up here in my view. But CPIX got a nod from the FDA, gets expanded labeling approval from FDA for Caldolor. Now, that headline doesn't really give you all the information here. Let's look here at, I've got Street Smart Edge open. So Street Smart Edge has this headline: Cumberland Pharma more than doubles on FDA nod for pain reliever. Drug makers' shares jump over twofold pre-market after U.S. Food and Drug Administration approves Caldolor, its non-narcotic pain reliever, for pre-operative administration. The product may now be administered just before surgery to allow patients to wake up from the procedure in significantly less pain. CPIX says. Earlier this month, CPIX reported Q3 losses of 7 cents per share, so on and so on. In June, companies said 5 case studies showed effectiveness of its vibativ drug in treating hospital-acquired and ventilator-associated bacterial pneumonia. Okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting stock today. It was last on my list because just looking at the charts, looking at this, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever, But then looking at what this company's got going on, and they've just gotten an FDA nod, and they've got another drug in use. So it's interesting, I will have this one. I will definitely put this one up closer to the front of the queue here when it comes time for the bell to ring. All right, so back to the front of the queue here. We have PPSI. Now, PPSI, there's no real news on PPSI today, except that it's squeezing up. Yeah, top market movers. I'll get around to what the real news is here in just a second. But as far as the headlines go, it's Pioneer Power Solutions shares rallied 58%, extending Monday's surge. So this is a short squeeze. Here's a Yahoo Finance, and here's Pioneer Power Solutions, PPSI. So here we have a float of 4 million shares, which the float on PPSI on trade ideas, yeah, it's 4.02. Okay, close enough. Good. All right. It's not often that the float on trade ideas matches up with the float that Yahoo has. So the shares short are 1.64 million, which comprises roughly 41% of the float. So anytime there is a float, short, anytime there's short interest that's greater than, say, roughly 25 to 30%, of the float, then it becomes a short squeeze candidate. So it looks to me like Ppsi is about to get short squeezed. It's actually, that's what it's doing right now, is it's short squeezing, which is interesting. So we'll see how it goes today. This thing, what happens with a short squeeze is once there are participants who can't really hold on to their shares much longer because it's going to cost too much to maintain the trade, they get out of the position by buying. And then buying begets more buying, which begets more squeezing, which begets more buying, and so on and so on. So we'll see what happens here. It's on watch. I'd say actually behind Cpix, it's my second favorite. I think Cpix is my first favorite for today. Ppsi is second favorite. So I'm going to close this Yahoo windows. And if you're looking for the statistics like that on these stocks, just go to Yahoo Finance, type in the symbol, the whatever stock symbol it is, and then go to statistics, and statistics will tell you a lot. In fact, everything that you want to know about a company is on Yahoo Finance. It's pretty convenient. All right, so next up, ADGI. Okay, so ADGI, I've forgotten. This one was, here we go. Adagio Therapeutics stock surges pre-bell on information related to Adagio's effectiveness on Omicron. So, okay. It's squeezing up. I tried playing this one yesterday and I didn't do well on it. I only traded 100 shares on it and lost $1 per share. So it was a little bit of a disappointment. But if it's going to squeeze, it's going to squeeze. The most recent high is here at $53.72. So I imagine if it squeezes 53 past 53.72, then it's going to try and make it for 59.50. So it's worth a shot. VIR, let's see what was going on with VIR. I'm going to have to pull it back up here on Street Smart Edge. Oh, okay. So H.C. Wainwright adjusts VIR Biotechnology's price target to $200 a share from $135 a share. So right now, my experience with analyst upgrades is that it doesn't really create the type of move. Like if you're already in the stock, then yeah, you just got a 14.3% bump. In my experience, though, these things aren't really that easy to trade. They don't really give very reliable signals on the Fibonacci's, and so I'll probably stay away from this one. The analyst upgrades, they're not really all that great for trading. I've got this $43.97 marked off. I must have been watching this thing fairly recently at some point. Oh no, it's all the way back. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So all the way back here on, let's see what day this is. I must have traded this thing on the 27th of January, almost a year ago now. It popped up, and so I have these levels on it. Very interesting here. This is why 43. Okay, very interesting. So this 43 level here is a good level to watch for support and resistance. Let's see where it's opening. It's opening up above that too. Well, if it comes down and tests 43.98, then it's probably a pretty good spot to enter for a trade. Ispc, I wound up trading this one yesterday, and it did pretty good on it. It gave really clean setup here. I think I was watching on the 5-minute. This is the 1 minute right here. Yeah, here we go. So it started squeezing up, and it went into a halt, came out of the halt, and bobbed around here, and put in this little pull flag right here. And so when it broke the high here at 1955, I bought, and I held on to it all as it went into another halt in here somewhere. I think it was right here. Yeah, right here, went into another halt on this 1025 candle right here. And I held on to it as it squeezed up from up to 2650, and then it started to fall away. And so this is where I sold it. So it was a pretty good trade. Let's see here. I bought it on this candle and then sold it on this candle right here. And made a little over $4 a share on the trade. So it was a nice trade. It was a low price too, so I was able to put a little bit of volume on it. So now today here, it's popping up again. And what will it do? Well, I'm not sure. This 1850 level was a high from back here on the 23rd. You can see your post market, it dipped down to 1850 and has recovered from there. It's got a long way to go. So I probably won't trade this today. I mean, the high yesterday was $28.98, and right now it's hanging around $22. And so for it to really get blue skies and really get a lot of momentum, it's got to break above $28.98. That's a long way from where we are right now. I'll put an alarm on it just in case it happens. And okay, CLF. Now CLF is a short idea that I'm kicking around. Cleveland Cliffs, this is a non-energy minerals company, which usually means that it's non-energy minerals usually means like things for drywall, like it's sort of industrial mining for stuff that isn't precious metals and isn't rare earths for batteries. It's the other mining for gravel. I don't know, that kind of stuff. So Cleveland Cliffs, it's looking like it's on a down move here. We've got these Fibonacci's in the way. I kind of move them out of the way. I want to get these. This is one that I've traded before a few times, and I've done okay on it. But yeah, it just looks like it's on its way down now. It's double topped. The mining for non-energy and non-precious metals isn't really, all that great. The margins aren't all that great. So yeah, so you can see here, it did 5.23 billion in revenues and has a profit margin of negative 2.33%. 14%, actually 59.07%, 21%, and 8.52%. So kind of crazy and all over the place. Increasing revenues, actually, it doesn't look bad, actually. Maybe, I don't know, they must have put out some kind of forward guidance or something that was not good, but the chart doesn't look good. So it's looking like a short to me. I'll see, and it'll probably be, and there's an entry, I think, at $21.17 here. So if it makes it all the way to $21.17 this morning from 2050, I'll be looking to enter into a short at that level. Okay, so broader market here. I have the SPY. SPY's taken, or the S&P, it's taken another little bit of a hit here. If it opened up right now, it would open up at $462.04. It's 0.55% lower than yesterday's close. And so here we are. It came up, made a new high here. This is kind of bearish. Tried to poke through and got rejected rather significantly, and put an outside reversal. And now this is I think that's the Wednesday before. Let's see, where's Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving was the 25th. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Friday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday. This is that Monday. That's right. Okay. So the stock market, it looks like it's pulling back. It looks like it's gone into a new high, tried to break through, couldn't make it, so now it's going to pull back a bit. Is it going to pull back and then continue higher, find some support somewhere, roughly around this area, 454? Probably. Maybe it could go, we'll say 447, somewhere in this area. Is that a possibility? Sure, why not? And that would represent a correction. Let's see, from absolute top to bottom, that would only be a 5.78% correction if it went all the way down to 447. So Yeah, I'm still bullish. I still think there's plenty more upside left in this market. Is it going to be in a straight line, like a nice even? I think the days of the stock market looking this pretty, I mean, that is really pretty. I think that's over. But I think it's going to look a little bit more like, let me kind of squeeze that down a bit. It might look a little bit more like, like that. Okay, so yeah, that's the way it goes. So we're looking at a little bit of a correction here. Hopefully, it'll bring in some prices that are worth entering into. We've got the VIX coming down here. So the VIX made a stab for this trend line right here. Did a little peak above. Now it's failing. It's nice. In fact, actually, 2476 is the level that I have on it on the VIX, and it looks like it's going to try and challenge that today. We'll see if it can break down below it. I think that'd be a good thing. It's probably a good time to go long. But we'll see. We'll see. The VIX might stay elevated for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. There's volatility premiums on those options. They're pretty nice. So if you're selling options, you want this VIX up higher like this. Okay, and then we have Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looks like it's trying to put in a bottom. We'll see what happens if it can. Let's see if it can kind of swing down, come back up, swing up, and go through. Yay! All right, that's going to be my pre-market strategy session, everyone. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at the recap. I am out.